The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain. And after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord. On this great solemnity of all the saints, we celebrate one of the greatest misconceptions that non-Catholics have against us. Because what is one of the stereotypes as Catholics that our non-Catholic brothers and sisters always mistakenly think about us? Especially in regards to our relationship with the saints. Oh, you Catholics, you worship the saints. That's just garbage. This is garbage. We do not worship the saints. There's only one mediator between us and God, and that is Jesus Christ himself. And so it's a great misunderstanding. And one of the great ways to understand truly why, from the very beginning of our church, 2,000 years ago, this intuition to honor the saints became part of Christian practice. It is because we are a family. That's the key. We are a family. We're a huge family. And I began to appreciate this recently, because for the past few weeks, we've had a lot of funerals here at our parish. About 2 to 3 a week. And it's always heavy. Funerals always wipe me out. Yesterday was a big one. It was one of the sadder ones. A young man, devout parish family of ours. And we go through the rites, the funeral rites. And it is this book. Whenever we do funerals, we priests, we know this book well. It's the prayers for all the funerals that we use. The night before the funeral, we had a open casket here. Church was packed, as young funerals tend to bring out. And I watched the mom and dad the whole night, sitting in that front pew there. For 4 hours, the mom and dad sat in that pew, standing vigil with their son. When the funeral happened, I was keeping an eye on them again. And I thought they would break down during the funeral. No, she was a pillar of strength, the mother. Then after the funeral, we go to Vacaville Elmira Cemetery. Again, the place was packed. And I know this from over a decade of doing funerals, and I've done more than I can count. The crescendo of emotion always happens when the casket is lowered. It happens every time. And sure enough, the casket is lowered. A wailing just explodes. I kept my eye on Mom and Dad again. And the look on their faces was one of longing. Longing to see their son again. Listen to this prayer that as priests we pray. We pray this prayer at every funeral. It is after the Mass is finished. The priest comes down and we stand before the casket and we say this prayer. Trusting in God, we have prayed together for Roberto, was his name yesterday. And now we come to the last farewell. There is sadness in parting, but we take comfort. Now this is where our Christian joy shines. Listen. There is sadness in parting, but we take comfort in the hope that one day we shall see Roberto again and enjoy his friendship. Although this congregation will disperse in sorrow, the mercy of God will gather us together again in the joy of his kingdom. Therefore, let us console one another in the faith of Jesus Christ. Did you hear that? In the mercy of God, when his mercy will gather us together in the joy of his kingdom. We long to see our family. It is imbued within the human heart that whenever someone passes away, I want to see them again. I want to see my grandmother again and my grandfather. I want to see my Aunt Linda. I want to see my friend Sergio. I want to see them again. Don't we? See, this is the great story of the saints, because who are the saints? The saints are our brothers and sisters. They were someone's son, someone's daughter, someone's father. And what the saints remind us, as we hear in the beauty of the second reading, for the love of the Father is bestowed on us that we are called children of God. We are a family. And the beauty of our Christian faith is that Christ has conquered death. And he has shown us the way to be reunited again in heaven. And all of the pain, all of the loneliness, all of the suffering that's so part of this life here on earth will fade away when the love of God finally reunites us back. Blessed are the brokenhearted. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the clean of heart. Blessed are the peacemakers. And blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. As we celebrate all of the saints in heaven, what we're really doing, we're celebrating our family.